If you enjoy my videos, please check out my website at creationsciencefiction.com, where you'll find articles on creationism, science, and my blog. If you really enjoy what I'm doing, please consider becoming a contributor at the link in the video description.
What's up, guys? I'm Eric.
And I'm Brian.
Today we're visiting none other than
the Arizona Museum of Natural History.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, let's go.
What? Young Earth creationists are going to visit the museum where I volunteer? This I've got to see.
They've got all kinds of great things here, like this Columbian mammoth.
the American mastodon.
Shark!
Big bird.
Triceratops!
So that's what's in a Brachiosaurus. Serious question. What's worse than a centipede with athlete's foot? The Brachiosaurus with a sore throat?
Except it's not a Brachiosaurus, it's a Camarasaurus. You'd think that somebody raised at Dinosaur Adventureland by Dr. Dino himself would know the difference between a couple of sauropods. Or maybe not.
The geology wing rocks! Down this hallway is a bunch of really cool pictures and stuff. Like this, all of these galaxies are 12 billion light years away. That's really far. And then this is, I guess, a zit under a microscope. That's disgusting. And these galaxies, look at this, 3.5 billion light years away. That's super far away. And this is Mount Rushmore, which is 1.5 billion years old. My, how amazing that erosion could create the image of dead presidents that wouldn't be born for a 1.5 billion years. There is something wrong with this picture.
You know what? I'm going to have to sort of agree with him here because the sign really should say the granite formed 1.6 billion years ago, but most people are smart enough to figure that out.
Some pretty scary things in here too. A naked gibbon that they're calling the ancestors of human beings. Not only is it scary for children, it's also a lie.
Come on, Eric, that's not a gibbon. That's Ardipithecus ramidus. She's related to all of us. I can see the family resemblance in the face right there.
Ardipithecus ramidus, oh, Ardipithecus ramidus, she's related to all of us.
Well, now Eric's standing in the same room where I give my human origins presentations. These presentations can be given to individuals, large groups, or children that attend on field trips from local schools.
While I love the Natural History Museum, here's my problem. True, not 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 true.
Not true, not true, not true, not true, not true.
You know what, Eric? That's just what you sound like. If I were there, I'd be saying, who's this little boy and why did his parents raise him to act that way?
There's a bunch of stuff in here that's just not true. Thanks for coming. Thanks, guys.
They only showed you a fraction of what there is to see at the museum. For some reason, creationism salesmen like to focus mostly on dinosaurs. Don't let the door hit you.
And that's the Arizona Museum of Natural History.
Lots of cool stuff to look at, like fossils and rocks and dinosaurs.
Awesome! We really had a great time.
Cool stuff to see.
But there was
also
that
it's
that
just
little
sometimes
every once in a while, the words,
the things that
We know, Eric, we know. Anytime anyone suggests the Earth is over 6,000 years old and people didn't ride dinosaurs, it really upsets you.
That's the problem we have, okay? But on a scale of 1 to 10, environment 10.
totally.
Well, that we can agree on. The reason that Eric Hovind was in Arizona is he's filming a movie at the Grand Canyon about Noah's flood. He believes that Noah's flood created all the sedimentary layers and that the receding waters created the Grand Canyon. Well, I don't know if he really believes it, but that's what he teaches. He's been hanging out at the Grand Canyon talking to people about this flood with some mixed reactions.
How do you think the Grand Canyon formed?
It was ice.
By millions of years, cracking stones and water, maybe.
Ice Age.
But wind?
From the river.
Water.
Water and wind due to water.
It's got to be something to do with water.
I have no idea, actually, man. we should have had the signs, you know?
Let me ask you this. Do you think there's any evidence that this could have been formed by the biblical flood that's talked about in Genesis chapter 6 and Genesis chapter 7, where God destroyed the whole world with water? Do you think this could be evidence of that?
No.
Not at all?
Nah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
No.
Absolutely.
I don't think so. Nope.
No way. What about you? No?
I don't think so.
No.
None at all.
I love how this guy wasn't buying any of it. 3 months ago, I challenged Eric Hovind and his friend Russ Miller, who's a young Earth creationist Grand Canyon tour guide, to a live debate. The topic would be whether the Grand Canyon was formed by Noah's flood. My friend, Christian geologist Ken Wogemuth, has agreed to join us. I've contacted Eric's organization several times, but so far there's been no response. I even wrote to this local friend of his who toured the museum with him recently, a few weeks ago, but no response. I'm starting to think that Eric's just not up for the challenge, and that he's maybe afraid to go up against people who know actual geology of the area. So if you know Eric Hovind, please pass the message on that he can reach me through my website at creationsciencefiction.com. I'll post a link to the video I made about the challenge at the end of this video and in the video description.